Jonathan, we have heard these repeated threats coming from U.S. President Donald Trump. But is it actually making a difference, or could it be emboldening Khamenei and the Iranian regime even more?
It is definitely making a difference on the ground. So ultimately, when Iranians are risking their lives going to the streets against this repression apparatus by the Islamic Republic that is at its most brutal currently, they do need public diplomacy. They need inspiration. And I think two main pillars have contributed to that. One of them being support from America at this point, which is only rhetorical, paired with Prince Pahlavi's call for an uprising. So because of that, we've noticed that this protest wave in particular has actually transpired into a movement, has gone beyond a protest. It's nationwide now, and it's the longest that we've seen this level of a protest movement throughout the country. So the momentum that's on the ground is greatly because of some of these external factors.
But with the internet blackouts, how are the Iranian people actually aware of what's happening, what the U.S. president is saying, what the Shah is saying, and how are they getting this information inside Iran?
That continues to be a challenge, but what was really a game changer this time around was Starlink, satellite-based internet services that cannot be easily disrupted, like VPNs or other internet circumvention tools. So they are getting the information, even though with a bit of delay. So that is not necessarily part of the issue, is more so how we can make sure that this effort is sustained and is not cracked down on. Because from the Iranian protesters' perspective, this is a point of no return. There is no going back from this. This movement has been pushed beyond, and time is of essence, because if this were to get cracked down on, it would be a major blowback to the protesters. But one thing is very important when we talk about internet outages. It's probably having a negative effect as opposed to what the regime wanted. The idea was with internet outages, electricity outages, and cutting out landlines, it would deter protesters. Whereas in reality, if you're an Iranian on the ground right now, you cannot put bread on the table, and at the same time, there's no electricity at home and there's no internet. What else can you do except protest, which is probably having a counter effect?
Mm-hmm.